Hello everyone, welcome to my video. This video is going to be on the bodyweight squats. I'm going to provide you with some alternatives to them. I'm going to provide you with some progressions and some regressions, just so you can get better at them. My name's Aaron, I'm a personal trainer at Everyone Active, the Basel Sporting Village site. So today hopefully you'll get a lot of educational tips in regards to how to improve your body weight squat. So before we begin, just make sure that any exercise that you do, ensure that you've done an appropriate warm-up between 3 to 5 minutes. Once you've done that, then you can carry on with this video. So guys, to start off with, we're going to look at the bodyweight squat, the technique, and then from there we're going to move into some regressions and progressions. So, a bodyweight squat, we make sure that our feet are shoulder width apart, toes can turn out very slightly, and the first variation that we're going to focus on, arms in front. Before you go down, guys, you take a deep breath in here, hold on to that breath, get to a good range, and then breathe out. Obviously, the lower you can get, the better. However, what you don't want to do is this. I'd rather you come up a little bit higher, maintain that flat back, chest up movement, like so. It'll be a more effective workout for your legs and you won't feel any pressure in your lower back. Okay guys, so if you find that one okay to do, to make this exercise harder, we're going to go with arms across your chest. The same setup, but this time you've got a little bit more issues of balance to deal with. So arms across your chest, same again. Again, notice how my chest stays up, my back is nice and flat. Deep breath in. And then breath out on the way up. So if you're happy with these, you've then progressed onto these. Another progression is now hands on your head. Now you'll find this puts a lot more emphasis through the legs. And again, you should keep that same form with your chest up, driving the hips back and down. So watch what my hips do as I go down into the squat. So all my weight now is in the middle of my foot, travelling down to the heels here. And that then allows me to engage my glutes and also my quads. So you want to fire up your glutes as much as you can. Obviously the lower you go, the more you'll feel it in the glutes, but like I said earlier, try not to go too low and lose that form. I'd rather you come up a little bit higher and keep that good form. So if you're happy with the arms out, if you're happy with the arms across and then arms on your head, the last progression, so the hardest one of a bodyweight squat, is going to be arms above the head. Now imagine you've got to hold on to a bar, so you don't want any flexion in those elbows, they stay fully extended. And again, you take a deep breath in, and then breath out on the way up. I'll show you 2 more times. Last one. So, they're the 4 different types of bodyweight squats that you can do. Now, if you find the ones with the arms in front, you're just not getting on with them, the best way to start is to regress your squat. So I'm going to show you a couple of regressions real quickly to then lead up to the 4 that I showed you. Now, using a sofa is absolutely fine. I'm using this here just so you can see from a side-on perspective. So the best way to teach yourself to hinge at the hips or push back from the hips is to have something to sit on. So we're going to start off with either using a sofa, in this case a beanbag. Arms out are going to be in front, like so. Same technique, deep breath in. One more time. So what that does, having an external cue will enable you to drive your hips back, know when to stop, keep good form, and then carry out the squat effectively. Now I wouldn't recommend a beanbag too much because you find when you sit on it, it will soften. You want something that's a little bit more of a hard surface so that when your hips touch that surface, you can then stay in that position and come back up. So again, a sofa will be absolutely fine. So from here, you notice I get a little pause at the bottom. I'm not bouncing out of the movement and again, I'm controlling it on the way down and also on the way up. Again, you can, put some cushions on the sofa. If you find that your sofa's too low and it's hurting your back to get into that position, by all means, you can place a cushion, make that a little bit higher up and practice. Breathe in. So again, make sure that you go to a range that you feel comfortable. The key is to teach yourself to drive or hinge your hips back while maintaining that form. And the best way to do it, like I said, having an external cue, something you can sit on, and hopefully you should get better at your squats, and then you can move on to the 4 exercises that I've just taught. Now, if you're finding the squats okay, you want more of a challenge, we can now look at doing some single leg work, so some single leg squats. So these are going to be a lot more challenging, and again, more effective for those that find bodyweight squats okay to carry out. So again, guys, we're going to start off with having something you can go down onto, okay? So a sofa will be absolutely fine for this. Now, in regards to this first exercise, we're going to go with 2 legs down, 1 leg up, okay? So from here, you're going to sit down, set yourself, 1 leg, up we go, down we go, set, up we go. So guys, we're going to carry on a couple of reps here, just so you can get used to it. 2 down, 1 up. Okay, we've done 4 on the left. Now we're going to go on the right side. And what you might notice or find that one side is stronger than the other. And that's perfectly normal. This type of movement will help correct any asymmetries and relax it. So that's a good way to introduce yourself to single leg squats. Now, if you want to make that a little bit harder, we can go with 1 leg down, 1 leg up. So again, something where you can feel your hips touch, because that enables you to keep good form. Again, 1 leg in front, down we go, breathe in. Again, you can touch down to reset, go again, set. Again, try and control that phase and try and lead from the hips again. Keep that chest up, 1 more. Okay, so this one's a little bit more difficult now. Okay, swap legs, same again, get your balance. Good, nice and strong. Good, control it. Last one. So, that's the single leg work. That's a lot more difficult now. Going back to the squats where we're doing them with obviously both legs, the ones out, ones across, hands and arms, you're looking to do around 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 12 and potentially push up to 3 sets of 15 to get good at those. And that'll be the same for the regression ones that I showed you with the squats onto a surface to teach yourself to hinge with the hips. Again, 3 times 10, 3 times 12, or even 3 times 15. Now, when we get to single leg work, we're going to potentially reduce those rep ranges a little bit because they're a lot more challenging and you don't want to lose form. So I would suggest anywhere between 3 sets of 8 up to 10 reps per leg before you change. And again, if you go too high, you may find your form will suffer and you'll start to use other structures which you're not supposed to. Now, if you're happy with the single leg work on the sofa, the next one we can do is called a skater squat, okay? All you need for this, guys, are some cushions because that will give you, again, a cue of how low to go. In this instance, I'm going to use 2 cushions here. I'm going to give you a brief demo on a skater squat and then I'll talk you through it. So, effectively, 1 leg is on the floor and the other leg, the knee of that other leg is going to touch those cushions. So you set yourself up. You might need to change your setup as you go to make sure you're getting in the correct range. You're going to sit back to the heel, set, and then come up. Control. Okay, so these are now called the skater squats. Oh, don't want to kick the cushions like so. So these are skater squats. Set yourself back in. If you want to make it more challenging, guys, keep that balance and then return. Okay, so we'll do 4 on one side and we'll try 4 on the other. And again, like I said on the previous single leg squats, you will find 1 leg stronger than the other. You might find 1 leg better balanced than the other. I know I definitely do. Okay, set. So my left side, I balance a lot better. Breathe in. set, and then breathe out. Again, breathe in, set, and then breathe out. Now, if you find that okay to do, to make that harder, you can take a cushion away and you can go with a lower sort of distance in terms of, well, you need to go to a lower distance. So let's try that now. We'll go 4 on the left. So again, breathe in, set, breathe out. Don't touch down, breathe in, set, go again, set. Notice I'm sitting right back on this left side. So all my weight was through my heels on that one. And then again, we're going to go 4 on the right as well. Same setup. Control. Control. Only come up when you feel strong here, and then go. So you can use that cushion as a method of breaking the squat. Hold, set, and then breathe out. So guys, there the different variations of squats. Let me know how you get on. Leave some comments underneath this video. If you need any help on other exercises, please let me know.